You already started answering my question a little bit because I wanted to ask. It's not a secret anymore that MKDev worked with Semaphore to help you prepare to the open source. And there were some technical things that need to be prepared before making this big move. But what are the things that changed for you on technical side of your work now compared to how it worked before? And were there things that were like unexpected? Now you already mentioned how you have to prioritize features depending on your
Yeah.
customers and your own needs. What else has changed on technical side, on your infrastructure side?
Yeah, I'll maybe speak a little bit about preparing to become open source. So the whole process took, I would say, like about a year or so. Where when going open source, we had to create like a list of various risks that we have to address. One of those risks was obviously what are the potential commercial impacts on our business and all of that, and we tick that boxes and kind of accepted that there are some things that could happen there, but not nothing really serious, which proved to be true.
Mhm.
And then we continued through that priority list of risks that we must address in becoming open source. As you can imagine, for a proprietary software that has been around for a decade, there is a lot of software, a lot of complexity, being written there, but it was not really visible to other people. And then suddenly we are making that big move, and something that was primarily a SaaS platform is moving also to becoming like an open source piece of software. And one of those big risks was broad security. And there is a segment of that where we collaborated with you guys and had a great time while doing that and had great results, which was the review of our infrastructure, which is running our SaaS platform, which is also, as I already said, the biggest part of our business and product. We are running on Google Cloud. I mean, I like to say that it's like a simple infrastructure, but in practice, there are actually many moving pieces there. So there were, I would say, maybe two big components to that work. One was the kind of broadest possible security review of our infrastructure and how things are set up. And in practical terms, it literally goes from your firewall to your security groups and various other best practices for Kubernetes cluster, databases, and many other things. And the other realm is we had some things in Terraform, how we were managing our infrastructure, but there were things that we were doing by hand. And we just did not have capacity and enough internal expertise to very easily like go in and say, okay, we are going to patch these areas where we don't have our infrastructure defined in Terraform.
Mhm.
And I think at the end it was like it turned out to be a substantial portion of the infrastructure which was not fully defined with Terraform, and that's the area where Pablo had a chance to shine with his helpers to make that happen. And we finally we reached that stage in a actually very short period of time, and happy to say that we continue to follow that. So there is not a single resource anymore in GCP which is not fully managed by Terraform. Luckily for us, there are some enthusiastic guys in our team who wanted to take that flag and carry it forward. Yeah. Those are the big high-level things, but yeah, Pablo, maybe you remember various other quirky details that you would like to bring forward that I don't.
No,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. But
No,
is
let's do this. Let's do this, Pablo. Go on.
no. It's the same that every company, because at the end, what used to happen is that it happened to all of us in our daily life. Is this okay? I will do that. I will do that, and at the end, always there is something that you miss back. But this is happened to everyone. So, and you go to whatever organization, and always is going to happen that. And the problem with the security is that everything that you miss behind could be a little problem, and then it's something that you need to check. And for sure that when you want to go to open source, and then you're going to open the doors to everyone
Mhm.
in your house. It's like when you make a party, so you clean the house. It's not that
Exactly.
you have the underwear on the couch. You clean the house, and then you said, okay, now you can come to the party. And now if there is something dirty, okay, let's clean together, because now you are living in the house because you love the party, and then you want to live here in the house. And this is the point. And I think is something that it was a fantastic idea for your site to do that, because in this way you are telling to the world, okay, here we are, Semaphore CI is here, but it's not only here, it's here and is in order and secure, and then now we can start to work together in whatever thing that we want to do.
Yeah.
But nothing in particular different to whatever other or an audit that we did to another.
Yeah. I mean, huge learning for us is that, if we have decided to do this ourselves, so there is like twofold. I was explaining the whole, infrastructure as code where we needed to level up, and also the security piece. If we would have decided to do this ourselves, it would have been, more costly. It would have been, much slower, and probably the quality would be also lower, because it's not something that we are doing, all day, every day. What you guys are doing, and I'm very happy about that process and collaboration, but also about ourselves of making that decision. And saying, okay, let's bring someone on board who will help us with that. It doesn't make sense if there are people who are experts in something and you can make that work, both financially and organizationally. I think it's a great thing, because we should not strive to be experts at everything. Yes, Facebook and other big folks can have experts on everything and on everything. But I would say for these companies of like a couple of dozens of people, or even a couple of hundred of people, like, definitely want to bring, folks in to help you move certain things forward.
I remember reading the final document from Pablo that he prepared, and I helping adjusting it. And while I was reading it, I didn't understand like 90% of it. But the part that I understand, I would think, okay, damn, guys, you're smart. And you really have to know things on so great level to be able to pinpoint some specific issues and give like immediate solution how to fix it.
Dive in the details, I would say.
Yes,
because software is so complex, and the infrastructure that we are running on also ends up being so complex that
But okay,
one small thing is actually very important, and it's hard to figure that out.